Hello, and welcome to the presentation for our strategic plan. The members of the Technology Committee have decided to focus our efforts on implementing a program designed to teach students proper use of the internet. Our mission statement summarizes the district's views on technology. Students use technology constantly nowadays, but they need to be educated in proper technology usage, especially when it comes to the internet. Common misuse of technology may have significant long-term ramifications. It's our job as educators to prepare our students and prevent any potential misuse. For our plan, we have laid out 5 goals along with specific recommendations for each goal. Goal number 1. Students will be able to accurately identify both appropriate and inappropriate use of the internet. The internet has vast educational potential, but it can also be used in a destructive or damaging manner. It is important that students differentiate between what is appropriate and what is inappropriate, such as cyberbullying, pirating copyrighted material such as songs or visual works, and especially plagiarism, which is so enticing for students nowadays due to the ease at which it can be accomplished with just a few clicks of a mouse. Recommendations for goal number 1. Technology is made available for students to use in order to identify specific terms and work collaboratively. Technology allows for extensive collaboration both in and out of the classroom. Also, that class time is set aside in order to show students proper computer use prior to implementation of any learning module. Children today become acclimated to technology at a very young age, but it should not be assumed that every student knows how to use a computer or access the internet. Additionally, technology hardware such as wireless networks, projectors, etc. should be in good working order. And lastly, teachers are given proper instruction on how to correctly cite sources from the internet. Citing work on the internet can be different from traditional paper sources. Some faculty, particularly older ones, may not be all that familiar with how this works. There are numerous online resources to use for all citation formats. Goal number 2. Students will demonstrate their understanding of proper internet usage in both informal discussion and more formal digital presentations. A learning module has been prepared to introduce students to important skills and concepts, as well as provide opportunities for the integration of technology in the classroom. The learning module makes use of a Google Slides presentation that incorporates multiple learning styles. It establishes basic terminology of both plagiarism and piracy, as well as differentiating between the two in order to avoid confusion. A close reading activity is used to reinforce understanding of the material, also allowing students to work collaboratively as well as make use of technology by having them submit work to Google Drive. It makes use of multimedia, group work, as well as provide a cumulative project where the students will create a presentation using Prezi. Recommendations for goal number 2. Similar to as in goal number 1, technology should be made available to use in order to work on digital presentations. Any technology hardware, such as wireless network or any school-issued technology such as laptops or tablets, should be in good working order. Lastly, teachers should be experienced in using Prezi. Prezi is a web-based presentation software that allows students to create informative and creative presentations. This will be the format for the cumulative assignment in the learning module. Goal number 3. 8th grade students who have become experienced in proper internet usage will provide student mentorship for younger students. The goal is to move from this commonplace situation where the teachers are doing all the guiding to this one where it is more of a peer collaborative experience. Recommendations for goal number 3. Some form of evaluation or accreditation is put into place to determine which students are best qualified to serve as mentors. Also, a system is established that properly defines the roles of teachers and mentors. Goal number 4. Teachers will be given professional development in how to monitor student use of the internet, as well as demonstrate best practices themselves. Teacher training will be very important to make this program successful. Recommendations for goal number 4. Determining, in conjunction with the teachers union, A set number of days to schedule faculty meetings for the purpose of training in proper internet usage. Also, bringing in outside trainers, whether they be from BOCES or private agencies, to run the workshops. Eventually, it will be ideal to have faculty on staff to serve as trainers, but initially bringing a certified expert in will give the program optimal credibility. Goal number 5. The school will purchase software accounts that teachers can use to best implement proper use of the internet by students. There are numerous websites that specialize in targeting and preventing online plagiarisms, such as Turnitin. Recommendations for goal number 5. A school account will be purchased for Turnitin. An account is required to use the full resources of the site. Additionally, teachers will be given proper training on how to use Turnitin. The implementation has been broken down into 4 steps. Step 1. Have the technology team meet to discuss piloting the program with the sample learning module. Discuss best practices and any possible complications. Step 2. Have one class volunteer to pilot the program and have students participate in the sample learning module. Hold a school-wide assembly and have students from the pilot class volunteer to share their presentations. Step 3. Have teachers interested in the program sign up for professional development so that they can begin to include instruction on proper internet usage in their classrooms. Step 4. District Technology Head will share anti-plagiarism software with faculty to aid in the program. Evaluating the effectiveness of the plan will involve several approaches. For the first one here, data will be kept on the amount of instances of intentional and non-intentional cases of piracy and plagiarism before the program was set in place and while the program is in motion. The goal here is to see the amount of piracy and/or plagiarism drastically decrease with increased student knowledge on the topic. Additionally, anonymous feedback from teachers, students, and even parents can be collected using web-based tools such as Google Forms or SurveyMonkey. And lastly, informal conferences will be scheduled between the teachers implementing the program and the technology committee in order to get their feedback on the effectiveness. We have high hopes that this program will be effective in curbing inappropriate use of the internet when it comes to plagiarism. We also hope it will serve as a foundation for later programs designed to address other forms of proper internet usage. Thank you, and we hope you found the presentation worthwhile.